Welcome to your lower body mobility class. Today you're going to need a stretching strap, a long towel, or even a band, as well as either a small hand weight or some kind of incline or a ball that your foot can go on. So if you don't have those, hit pause button, go grab them, and then come on back. So the first exercise is going to be done on your knees. So fold your mat over the long way. Or if you have extra towels or pillows, you can grab those. That will also help. So your knees are going to be down and as wide as possible. Now your foot position, so I'm going to show you from side view. So your foot wants to be laying down flat like this. So the heel is down, the big toe is down. Okay. If there's too much pressure on the bones, get some towels, put them underneath the feet. All right, so your knees as wide as possible. Your arms or your forearms are going to be down on the ground. You're going to look in between your legs. Your heels are about 2 or 3 fists width apart. So double check. Make sure the heels are about 2 or 3 fists width apart. Your toes are flexing, so that means they're pulling towards your knees. But again, the big toe and the heel is flat on the ground. Now your back is flat. Your head's not hanging there. You're kind of looking at the ground about 3-4 feet in front of you. And then here we go. We're going to start to sit back into this position. As you're sitting back, you're feeling like the knees are pushing outward, but you're also feeling like the quads are rotating back as you sit back further. Again, knees are driving out. You're pushing the butt back towards the heels. Check a mirror to your side. Your back should still be flat. You don't want to tuck the butt under. You don't want to round your spine. You're just constantly keeping that back flat as you're sitting back further and further, feeling these inner thighs trying to open up. You may also feel side of the hips or even the lower back. So keep breathing. We got 10 more seconds to go. Keep pushing back. Sit back a little further. Drive those knees outward. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, gently lean forward to release tension, and in whatever way you need to get out of it, do so. I like to come up on my hands and then bring one knee in at a time, and then we're going to grab a seat. So grab a seat. So that was for one of your adductor muscles, the inner thighs. So we're sitting down. I'm going to go sideways. We're going to get the glute medius. So that's right out in here, your side butt. So we'll do the left side first. So your right leg will stay straight. Your left knee is going to bend. You're going to bring your left foot on the ground to the outside of that right knee. If you can't get it to the outside, it's okay to leave it on the inside, but eventually you want to get it to the outside. So left knee is bent. Your right arm hugs the left knee, and then your left hand goes on the ground behind you, and you sit nice and tall. So your spine's lifting straight up. The right foot, that foot, it's flexing and it's turning into the left. So you got internal rotation on the right leg and right hip. So you're sitting tall, your left knee is getting pulled to the right as your left butt is trying to pull back. So rotate that left hip back, pull the knee across your body and start to sit tall. Now we're going to start working. So some of us might need to lift that left arm up here. If you feel more tension with the arm up, keep it up. If you felt more tension with the arm down, keep it down. All right, every day might feel different. So you're constantly pulling that left butt back, constantly pulling your left knee across the body to the right side, sitting tall. If you can't get the left butt to pull back, push your right leg forward more. That will also help to get the hips to do what they need to do. Again, the arm's either here, it's pushing, or it's on the ground, whatever you feel more tension. We got a few more seconds. Let's go 5 more seconds. One more big pull. Push it, get it there. And then gently, slowly ease that tension. Like I said, that was for the side butt. Some of you may have felt here. Some may have felt lower back. Maybe you felt all of it. Who knows? Maybe you felt nothing. It's okay if you feel nothing. When I first started, I only felt this on one side versus the other. But now I feel it on both. So now we got right side to work. So left leg is straight. You bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. If it can't go outside, keep it inside. That's okay. Left arm hugs that right knee. Right hand on the ground behind you to start. The left foot on that straight leg. Pull the toes back and then turn your foot to the right. So internal rotation. This right hip, pull it back as that left leg straightens and you're sitting tall. So again, you're constantly pulling that right knee across the body to the left as you're getting tall, and then test it out. Arm up, is there more tension? If there is, keep the arm up and keep pushing. If there's more tension with the arm down, do that. For me, it's the arm up today. Every day's different, so figure it out each day. Keep going, rotate this right hip backwards, straighten that left leg more, sit taller. Remember that spine's always trying to lift and go straight up. Keep going, we got just about 10 more seconds to go. It's your job to create that tension, so constantly pulling the butt back, constantly pulling on that knee, sitting tall. Give me one more big breath in, and then as you exhale, gently, slowly release. And again, hopefully side of the leg, definitely the side of the hip, perhaps lower back. So you need your stretching band, towel, or strap, whatever you got. We're gonna lay on your back. One of my favorites. So we're laying down, we're gonna start with the left leg. So if you have loops, just put your left foot into one of the loop. If you have a towel, just wrap the towel around your foot. If you have a band, make sure it's not gonna roll off your foot. Make sure it's securely on the arch of your foot. So left leg is straight up. You're holding out the right hand. Right leg is gonna be straight in the ground. If that bothers the back, just bend that right knee, that's okay. But eventually you want it straight. So both legs are gonna go internal rotation. So both knees and toes, or both knees and feet turn in. Gently start to pull this right foot back. Left foot comes back towards the right shoulder. It's okay if the left hip or butt lifts up a little bit. You keep your left foot where it is. If you only feel tension behind your knee, please bend your knee a little bit. I need the meaty part of the muscle, so maybe the calf muscle, hamstring, the butt, at least one of those, not the connection points yet. So you keep pulling that leg back. Now the left hip, the left butt rotates down onto the ground as the right butt tries to lift up. That's a rotation happening in the hips. If you can't get the rotation, just slide the hips left as the left leg is trying to go right. And now we start working now. So keep building that tension. Keep pulling that left foot towards this right shoulder. Keep pushing left butt down and to the left. This is for the butt muscle, but some of us might be feeling hamstring, calves, maybe you feel everything. Keep breathing, keep rotating the knees in. Keep pulling left hip down. We got 10 more seconds. Keep working. Get that leg to go a little straighter if you can, as long as it's not behind the knee. One more big breath, and then gently, slowly ease that tension. Always go slow out of it, always. All right, we're gonna switch. Switch it up. So right foot into the loop, or wrap the towel around it, or wrap your band. Left hand only holds on. Both legs turn in. Left leg trying to be straight. If you need it bent, that's okay, you can keep it bent. Pull right foot back towards that left shoulder. If you feel it behind your right knee, just bend it a little bit. Keep pulling on that foot. Allow your hip to rotate up just a little bit. And once you feel that tension, we're gonna maintain it, and now we're gonna start to work. So rotate this right hip or butt down onto the ground, and think of left butt rotating up. If you can't get that rotation, the hips are pulling to the right, the right leg is going left, and now we work. Here we go. 30 seconds, keep breathing, keep going. Keep pulling your right foot towards that left shoulder. Keep pulling this right butt down as the left butt's trying to go up. Checking the time, where are we at? Come on. Good, we got right about 15 seconds. Keep pulling your foot to the left shoulder. Keep pulling that butt down. Hopefully you're breathing. Give me one more big breath in, one more big push. Then as you exhale, gently release that slowly. And then we're gonna come up to a kneeling position. So here's where you need either your weight or your little ramp or a ball. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one facing sideways here. So this is for the soleus. All right, so you got 3 calves. You got your 2 gastrocs up here, then you got your soleus. That's a real deeper calf muscle, but it also connects down to the Achilles tendon. So we do this one kneeling. That's how you get into this, this part of the calf muscle. So we'll do the left one first. This is your alignment. So your right knee, right leg's down. You can go right foot flat like this if it's more comfortable. I don't care. For me, I need my toes like this. It's more comfortable. So if you're flexible in the ankle and the calf, this is why you need this ramp or a ball. I'm just using a, what we got, 2-pound weight, 2.5 pound weight. So I'm putting it right at like the ball of my feet. That way that foot is at an angle. All right, now you're gonna use this right leg for support. Your left heel, so we're doing the left side first. Your left heel needs to be pushing down and back as your left toes are trying to lift up. And your hands are on this left knee because you're pushing this left knee forward as the heel's going down. So now we're gonna work starting now. So push the heel down, keep pushing this knee forward, lifting the toes up as much as you can. Make sure your ankle's in alignment. Don't let it roll in or out. It's right in proper alignment. If you need more support, you can put your right hand on the right leg, or you can put it on the ground. Keep pushing, keep thinking of the hips pushing forward a little bit more. We've got 15 seconds. Lift those toes a little higher up. Keep pushing the heel down. Keep pushing the knee forward. Where are we at? Where are we at? Come on. Keep pushing, keep going. 5 more seconds. And then gently, slowly release out of that. So again, hopefully somewhere in the calf. I felt a little bit in the ankle and the front of the leg. Again, wherever you're tight, this stuff is gonna kind of hit you. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. All right, so we're doing the right side, right foot. So your right foot kind of lined up with this left knee. Okay, you don't want to be too far out here, don't want to be too far back. Again, I got the weight underneath the ball of my foot. Each side's gonna be a little different. So keep the heel down, try to lift the toes up. Again, if you're flexible, you might need to have your foot back a little bit more to get more length. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, now we're gonna work. So I'm pushing my knee forward as my right heel is pushing down, trying to lift the toes up. So my right toes are trying to lift up. Maybe help them a little bit if you want to. Keep the heel pushing down, keep that knee driving forward, and check your ankle. You don't want it caving in or caving out. It's in proper alignment. We're working. Think about lengthening the back of that lower leg, your calf, the deeper calf muscle. Keep pushing the knee forward. Keep pushing the heel down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Gently, slowly release out of that. So for me, I got some pretty mobile ankles and calves. I don't really feel that one as much, but a lot of us do have tight calves. Great for plantar fasciitis, feet issues, ankle issues. So we're gonna be on our knee again. So you might wanna fold the mat over. Or if you got pillows or towels, you can use those. We're gonna be on your right knee, so we'll give that left knee a little break. So right knee is gonna be down. Your left foot is gonna be out to the left side here. Your left heel underneath that left knee. So it's nice and vertical. This right side, straight line from knee all the way up to the shoulder. Your hips need to be square, so they don't wanna be rotated. If they're rotated, just walk your left foot forward a little bit. But eventually you want your foot and your knee in a straight line as much as possible. So this is gonna help open up this inner hip joint right in here. So I need this left foot, left ankle to roll forward, left knee to pull back, and left hip to push forward. So you got left ankle and left hip kind of pushing to the front, not kinda, they're pushing to the front, and then the left knee is pulling back. If you can't get the left hip to go to the front, think of this right hip pulling back. That will build the tension. Now your left knee is pushing as hard as it can to the left as your hips are trying to pull to the right, same time. So nothing really moves, you're not doing this, you're stationary, but internally you're building that tension as much as you possibly can. All right, so arm's gonna come, or right arm's gonna go straight up. So again, it's a nice straight line through this right side, left arm's out front. Now, tuck the tailbone, so tuck the butt under, drive that left knee left as the hips are pulling right. Now we're going for a minute starting now. So again, left ankle, left hip, pushing to the front, left knee pulling back. So what I'm feeling like these inner thighs are trying to push the knee and they're trying to wrap around the knee to get that rotation as my left ankle is trying to roll to the ground in the front. I'm getting tall through the spine, tailbone's pulling down. This left hip is trying to drop as the knee is pushing out, all at the same time. So we're just about halfway through. Keep building tension. Remember, tension everywhere, so the arms are as tight as possible. They're pushing. My hips are pulling to the right. My left knee pushing left and trying to pull back. Drop that left hip. Keep breathing. 15 more seconds. Come on. Give me everything you got. Lift the spine, but tuck the tail. Push the left knee left. Hips go right. Oh, keep breathing. Give me one more big breath in. Then as you exhale, slowly release those arms. And we're gonna switch sides. So hopefully you felt something through here. Some of us may even feel the glute in the back also helping out. That definitely opened up. So left knee down, right foot out to the right. Again, straight line from left knee all the way up to left shoulder. Right toes point out to the right side. Again, hips, they need to be pretty square. If they're twisted, just walk the right foot forward just a little bit. The heel underneath the knee, we're in good alignment. So right ankle, right hip, they're pushing to the front as the right knee is trying to pull back. If you can't get the right hip, think of left hip to pull back. So think left hip, right knee pulling back, right foot, right hip, pushing to the front. Right knee driving right, hips pulling left. We got arms, left arm up, right arm out front. Now we're gonna start to work. So here we go. Arms are pushing, spine's lifting. Tuck the tailbone. Try to drop that right hip as the knee is pushing as hard as you possibly can. Again, right ankle, right hip pushing to the front. Left hip, left knee pulling back. We're getting taller. Again, constantly really trying to feel these inner thighs pushing and rotating the knee back. We are just about halfway through this one. Come on, keep working. Give me everything you got. Lift the spine, but push the legs and hips down. Tuck that tailbone, flattening out that lower back. Right knee pushes right and backwards as the hips pull to the left. Breathe in 15 seconds, keep going. Literally feel like someone's trying to pull this leg out of the hip as the rest of the body's trying to go to the left. Roll the right ankle to the front. Keep breathing. What we got? How much time? One more big breath. And then as you exhale, gently, slowly release the tension. Again, so this one I started to really feel kind of in the back of the hip a little bit, the glute, but also a lot in the front. This is my tighter side anyway, so usually feel that one a lot. So grab a seat. You're gonna have a seated position like this here. So your knees are bent, right about 90-degree angle. If you're tighter, have this angle a little bit bigger, so your feet a little bit further away. But I want you to be able to see your spine in the mirror. So I got a mirror to the side. My spine, it is straight up. You need to be nice and tall, straight up and down. So your spine's vertical. A fist width between the heels. Flex the toes, and think about rolling the feet down onto the ground. So bottoms of your feet are trying to touch the ground, but the knees are pushing down same time. Arms out front. And then 3, 2, 1, here we go. Arms straight up, and then lift. What's lifting? Your spine's lifting, the bones are lifting. Try not to muscle your way through it. The more you can think of your bones and joints doing the work, the more, or the bigger benefit you're gonna get. If you're muscling and shaking, the muscles are gonna compress the joints. We're trying to decompress. So if you think of the whole body trying to explode and open up, you'll get this. So again, knees are pulling down. So knees going down. Feet are trying to flatten on the ground. You're lifting the chest, lifting the spine. We are just over halfway through. Shoulders are pushing up to the ceiling. Top of the head going up to the ceiling as much as you can. Try to relax the neck and face. Think of your torso and your spine doing the work. The feet are flexing, but the feet are trying to roll flat onto the ground. We're breathing. How much time we got? Just about 10 seconds. Get taller. Lift that spine. This is for L4, L5. Lower back. Lift. Give me one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring those arms down. And then release out of that. We got 2 more to do. 2 more. Legs go straight ahead. Now, both legs are going to open up to about a 45-degree angle. So let's go right leg first, and then left leg second. Or if you want to do left, then right, doesn't matter to me. But your goal is to have about a 90-degree angle at the groin. If you're flexible, go further. Not so flexible, maybe close that gap a little bit. So you're going to grab those inner thighs. Legs are going to turn in, and legs are trying to flatten on the ground. If these hips cramp, just let your knees bend a little bit, but eventually legs are pressing down. Arms out front. Flex the toes. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Arms up. Let's get it. So again, legs are turning in but pushing down. Your heels are driving out of the hips. Toes are turning in. Spine is lifting. Again, think of the bones doing the work. Try not to muscle your way through it. Chest is lifting. Lift the chest up. Lift the spine up. So think of 2 straight lines, one on the front of your body, one on the back of your body. Oh, this microphone keeps getting my way. You guys keep going. Keep going. Keep lifting. Arms are straight up as they can. If you got shoulder issues, maybe out front. If the arms get too tired, just grab the legs, but keep lifting the spine. This is perfectly fine, but eventually you want to be able to hold this final position as long as you possibly can. Not holding it, you're working in this final position as long as you can. Push the legs down, turn them in. Lift the chest up, lift the ribs up, breathe into it. We're almost there. Come on, 5 more seconds. One more big breath. And as you exhale, gently, slowly release out of that. Carefully bring your legs in. We're gonna set up for the last one with the legs up on the wall. So open the mat up and get your mat perpendicular to the wall. Remember, usually the easier way to get into this. This is how I always get into it. It's easier than inchworming your way to the wall. I'm sitting sideways. My butt's off the mat, but I slide my butt to the wall. So my left butt cheek is creeping up on the wall. And then as I lay down on my mat, my legs get up on the wall. And then I'm using my mat to get centered as much as I possibly can. Now your legs. Legs are right about shoulder width. Your legs are pushing towards the wall. They rotate in. If your toes touch, just go a little wider. I need some space between your toes. Your toes are pulling down to the belly button. Your heels are trying to push up. Your butt has to be on the ground. If it can be on the ground, try to get it to the wall. It does not have to touch the wall, but eventually you'll get there. So legs are turned in, they're pushing to the wall, arms are straight up, palms flat to the ceiling, fingers towards your legs, thumbs out to the side. Push the arms and shoulders as high as you can to the ceiling, and then straight arms come back by the ears, and now we start working. Go. So you push. What I want you to try to feel are the entire back muscles wrapping around to the front of your body as your spine presses down into the ground, and then you push the shoulders and ribs past those ears as hard as you can. Because the more you can create tension on the side of those ribs and then push, you're going to get more lengthening, more benefit. Again, if you got shoulder issues, maybe keep the arms a little higher, but eventually you want the thumbs to try to touch the ground. Fingers are out to the side, you're pushing, you're breathing. Think of slightly arching that lower back as you push harder with the arms and shoulders. We're almost there. We got 15 more seconds. Keep pushing. Keep the legs turned in. Keep the legs pushing to the wall and up to the ceiling. And your butt's pulling down. Breathe a little deeper. We've got for time. Come on, watch. Give me one more big breath in. And as you exhale, gently release the tension of the arms. Bring the arms up. Relax the legs. Relax the spine. Give your legs a little shake and a little wiggle. Let the spine and hips reset. When you're ready, bend your knees to your chest, grab those knees, and as one unit, just roll over to one side like a ball, and then carefully come on up to a kneeling position, or if you need to stay down there, please do so. You could get dizzy, you could get lightheaded. Go slow as you get up. Hydrate for the rest of today and tomorrow, next few days. Clear the toxins out of your body, sweat some more, move some more, use Epsom salt, use CBD, whatever you gotta do to make you feel better. I'll see you next time.